Slong, guys, slong. Trust and real estate. All right, time for that red moon. Rose, chapter 6. Okay. I already know who the vampire is. It's that guy's friend. Yeah. Chapter 6, Bloodstained Rose. The city of Heimdall was deathly silent during the day. Word had been spread throughout the populace from the guard team regarding the culprit behind the vampire murders. Regarding culprit behind the vampire murders. Knowing specific details about the perpetrators dealt an even rarer sense of fear to the people of the city, making them even more wary of stepping out of their homes at night. That the streets would be empty, it was an inevitability. And yet, on one dark avenue in the city, a petite woman walked alone. As if to defy all that, she wore a plain, undecorated dress from all appearances belonged to the middle classes. She walked quite quickly. The sound of her shoes against the ground echoed loudly in the empty streets. Her arms were wrapped tightly around her chest, almost as if embracing herself, and she was hunched forward, clearly afraid of something. Of course, it was perfectly natural for her to be afraid, considering that the majority of the victims of the city's serial murderer were young women like herself. She looked around restlessly, carefully surveying her surroundings for signs of danger before disappearing down a dark alleyway. The faint moonlight illuminated her profile as she turned the corner and cast a long shot behind her, which slowly and silently began to enlarge. Gradually, the silhouette extended upwards, the inky depths taking the shape of a man. It loomed behind her. The figure was swathed all in black with the top half of his face covered. The bottom half remained exposed, revealing a wicked grin and sharp-pointed fangs. It was a vampire, a creature of legend. It stood silent behind a woman and very much real despite its supposed mythological standing. From the sable folds of the cloak swaddling its body, it slowly extended a pale hand. The figure stretched forward, sharp-pointed nails gently swept aside the woman's shoulder-length blonde hair. The dips brushed the back of her neck almost caressingly. The second they did, though, it seemed to sense that something was wrong. Its prey was behaving oddly. It hadn't expected the frail creature before to put up the slightest resistance. She should have frozen at its touch or given in to despair, having no choice but to succumb to the inevitable and have her blood drained. What it felt from her instead, however, was defiance and danger. This woman was no prey. Hunter had met hunter. The creature tensed, ready to leap backwards. Too late, it realized another threat radiated from directly beside it. There was no avoiding it. The sound of paving stones cracking resounded in the still night, and his outstretched right arm was suddenly shredded by numerous sharp objects. The vampire let out an involuntary hiss of pain as a wave of silver blades arched through the air and flesh, one after another, but the attack wasn't over. The vampire sensed danger from below too, and the blades, which impaled it into the ground, suddenly arched upwards with alarming speed, as if retracing their path through the air. Just as the blades were about to sever its arm from its body once and for all, it was able to jump out of their way. Clutching his mangled limb, the vampire edged further back to put distance between himself and the woman. It watched balefully with narrow eyes as the razor-sharp segments that had pierced it soared back over the bladeless handle in the woman's hand. When she had drawn it, it didn't know. Connected by sturdy steel wires, the segments interlocked one by one, eventually forming a complete blade known as a Templar sword. She swung it, shaking the blood from its surface. Every last trace of the weakness she had shown earlier when hurrying through the night was gone. She turned around finally, revealing the dignified, expressionless face that had lain on the other side of the sleek blonde curtain of hair. It was the vampire hunter Rose. "So you were trying to lure me out, were you?" The vampire sneered. Such cunning. Its words were sharp, but the delivery fell somewhat tremulously on the rough cobblestone of the empty alley. "You flattered me," Rose said, her Templar sword still raised in her right hand. She put her left hand into her pocket and pulled out an unbelievably large caliber pistol, greater in size than those used in the army. She aimed at the vampire's forehead and pulled the trigger without a moment's hesitation. The gunpowder flash illuminated the alleyway briefly, and a single blessed silver bullet flew for the muzzle with merciless intent. Such was the force of the discharge that an ordinary person's shoulder would have been dislocated, but Rose didn't so much as twitch. The vampire moved with liquid speed, dodging a potential just in time and slipping behind Rose. Not the slightest perturbed by its change in direction, Rose moved as well and kept the pistol focused on the creature, tracking the vampire's every movement. "You're quite adept at fleeing, if nothing else," she said coolly. Would you prefer I did something like this then? The vampire asked as he spoke and fluttered the black garments it was draped in, and they began to expand, the folds stretching to impossible size. Before her eyes, pitiful moans echoed in the dark depths. Rose watched with narrowed eyes as a number of ghouls crawled out from within, as if emerging from thin air. 5, 6, 7. Eventually she counted 10 in all. It hadn't even been 24 hours since her previous battle. The vampire couldn't possibly attack that many people in that time. Rose's mouth tight. I see. And here we believe the reported murders to be only victims. But that wasn't the case at all. You were abducting others who had no living relatives to notice that they were gone and keeping them locked up somewhere, weren't you? Precisely. With a vampire hunter on the loose, I had to make sure I had some food in reserve. I'd rather not run the risk of going hungry, you see. The very thought makes me physically ill, Rose replied quietly. With a vicious yank, she tore the dress she had worn as a disguise from her body. Underneath it, sturdy leather clothes designed with mobility in mind were revealed. Attached to them were numerous belts holding large guns, knives, and other anti-vampire weaponry in place. It was clear at a glance that she was well prepared for battle. The sight of Rose's arsenal coaxed a sickly smile for the vampire. Go forth, my minions, and with a wave of his pallid hand, the ghoul slid forward. Where are you, Rose? Avalon shot in between pants. As he ran back and forth across the city, he desperately searching for her. Try as he might, though, he could find no sign of the blonde woman. Even his fellow soldiers patrolling the streets had seen nothing. Alphonse had a very specific reason for pursuing this case, and he didn't intend to lose his opportunity to put the past behind him. That was what led him to propose that he and Rose work together, a proposal which she had accepted. And yet, despite all of that, she was trying to fight the vampire all on her own. It was too risky even for her. His mind was full of worry for her, and that fear conjured forth the image of his parents' dead bodies. Never again. He never wanted to see a light like that again. He never wanted to see a sight like that again. Wishing over and over that Rose was still alright, he raced on, and it was then that he heard a sound that caught his attention. The clash of battle. As soon as the noise reached his ears, he quickly surveyed his surroundings. The source seemed to be an alleyway nearby. Without a thought spared for his own safety, he charged into the alleyway. There, an unbelievable sight met his eyes. Two ghouls lunged at her, sheathing her Templar sword into its scabbard. Rose drew a second large pistol in its place. The ghouls swung their fists and ragged nails toward her with inhuman power, but she dodged them gracefully. As she spun out of their range, she aimed one pistol at each ghoul's forehead and pulled the trigger simultaneously. Flesh and bone were obliterated instantly. The sheer force of the blast sent the mangled remains somersaulting backwards through the air. The move left Rose slightly imbalanced, as if seeking to take advantage of that. Three more ghouls flew at her from outside her field of vision. The mere sound of her movement was enough to alert her. However, and without even turning to face them, she sent two more bullets through the heads of the two ghouls charging her from the sides. The third ghoul's mouth distended, seeking to rush Rose's skull with its teeth, but she glanced out of reach, hoisting the pistols fluidly. She then flicked back through the air, drawing her Templar sword at the same time and slashing the lower half of the ghoul's body from the upper half in one swift stroke. She landed gracefully and kicked the ghoul she had just cut in half out of the way without even waiting for its body to hit the ground. Two more ghouls approached from their fringes, but without waiting for them to draw closer. This time, she swung her blade horizontally through the air. It split into pieces, and the countless segmented parts pierced the ghouls' necks. Their heads dropped to the ground like fruit falling from a tree. Seven of the ghouls encapsulated in what seemed like an instant. Rose turned her attention to the defiantly grinning vampire and the remaining three ghouls with him. She drew the two pistols from around her waist and a second time and sprinted towards them, showering them with the remaining loaded bullets. The vampire evaded the projectiles by using the remaining ghouls as shields. Out of the bullets, Rose drew her Templar sword and swung it in the direction of the vampire's neck. In one fluid motion, seeking to decapitate it. The next instant, the high-pitched screech of metal against the metal-filled air. And the vampire drew on its own weapon from inside the black garments. It met Rose's blade in midair. The two swords locked against one another, filling the air with sparks and leaving them in a stalemate. Reminiscent of the previous night's battle. I'm impressed at how unfazed you seem fighting against ghouls, the vampire said, teeth bared with a slight curl to his lips. I would have expected humans to at least hesitate when being forced to fight their own kind. They seem to be my kind of moment you drink their blood. They are nothing but soulless puppets. Now why should I hesitate against them? The creature inclined his head almost respectfully. At that, you certainly think like a vampire hunter. The sound of metal against metal continued to reverberate throughout the area. Drinking the blood of the ghouls had allowed the vampire to become even stronger than the previous night. Its once crippled right arm had already healed and regained its original form. Even so, Rose met it without any sign of strain, her strength matching that of the fell creature behind her, before her. Rawr. The loud war cry split the air, startling both combatants, and a third figure suddenly burst onto the scene. The charging figure was dressed in an army uniform and bearing a silver sword as well. It was Alphonse. Catching the vampire off guard, he slashed at its side, having no experience with the weapon itself. It was a shallow attack, and the damage it dealt was far from lethal, but it was enough to break the stalemate. Seizing the opening, Rose shortly knocked the vampire's sword out of the way, and in one flowing motion, slashed horizontally from its exposed chest to its left arm. A crimson gout of blood arced from the wound. Splashing the cobblestone, something also sheared off from within the vampire's garments and flew into the air. The vampire clutched his chest in pain, but it was clear that her attack had only grazed it. It seemed that once again the creature's preternatural speed had saved it from mortal injury. Eyes darted from one another. It backed away with an audible tisk. It looks like the odds are stacked against me. I will retreat for today, it said, its outline growing dim before it turned to mist and vanished in nothingness. After a moment of heavy silence, Alphonse sheathed his sword, staring at the spot where the vampire had previously been. He got away again. Finally looking at him, Rose let out a sigh of disbelief. Why did you come? Hearing the coldness in her voice, Alphonse lost his composure. He seized her shoulders in his hands. Of course I came, I yelled. What were you? Keeps getting away. What were you thinking trying to fight him on your own? It's too dangerous to take him on without help. Her cool blue eyes locked with his. Dangerous? For me? Do you honestly believe that? She asked. Her face was as mask-like as ever, but her tone had dropped from chilly to downright glacial. It had the cooling effect in Alphonse's anger. He took a half step back and looked at her from top to bottom, illuminating by the light of the moon. He could see that she was covered in gore. He released her shoulders and stared down at his own hands. They too were now wet with blood from touching her, and yet there was not so much as a scratch on her whole body. The filth covering her entirely belonged to the ghouls she had defeated. I'm a vampire hunter, and this is not the first vampire I've hunted. I've killed more of them than you could possibly imagine. So what's taking so long with this one? Alphonse couldn't deny what she was saying. He had seen for himself the skill and grace she had shown by mercilessly slaying all of those ghouls. I'm moved by the fact that they were once humans. She had been an artist in battle and to store her paintbrush. What she had witnessed was beyond his comprehension, a struggle between monsters rather than human beings. That was why he could do nothing but stand and watch at first. Unable to intervene, he was lost for words. Rose broke the silence with a short, frosty laugh. Al, I have no further need of your assistance. I suggest you forget all of this and return to your ordinary life. She then gave a respectful curtsy, much like the one she had when they first met. Alright, I'm sorry, this is just stupid at this point. Just like I dismount, makes sense. I hate y'all. Yeah, I'm bored. Excuse me, would you have to be Zats, would you, the one and only? Hey, you're those students from the Thors who are here on a field study or something, right? What can I help you with? Actually, we came here to bring you something from the settlement. Oh, something from Kilton Ben, right? Please tell me what it is. Looks like we can't. He looks like he can't wait to get his hands on what we've got. He must have been really looking forward to it. Yeah, you could say that. Kilton's presents are just about the only thing we have to look forward to out here. Thanks a bunch for bringing it. Thanks, Toby, for it. Since you came on this way out here, how about I show you the view from up top? It might be useful for our field studies. That sounds great. Are you sure that's allowed? Yeah, no problem. No tuning exec said to do what we could to make sure your stay one. Here, I'll show you the way. Thanks. That's a Republican Army base. That's the one. Though, as you can tell, it's not exactly a massive outpost. For one thing, the bulk of their forces are made up of tanks, and tanks don't do too hot out here on the highland terrain. That's true. Yeah, and yet they built a base up here anyway, just to keep up appearances. It's like a staring match between two stubborn children. Useless. No, that's pretty spot on. Still, lately we've had airships from both armies cruising around here, so we can't let our ground down too much either. Still, if you ask me, the chance of anyone starting a war in a place like this is pretty near zero. Anyway, relax and enjoy the view while you're here. Well, chances like this don't come along every day after all. Thanks for showing another way. We're grateful for the opportunity. Oh yeah, would you mind giving this to the kill team when you're back at the settlement? And this might be just a little something like sharing between us. I would feel bad if I didn't at least try to give her something in return. I understand. We'll be sure to pass it along for you. Thanks.
Right. Let's get going. Yeah. Yeah.
There's such incompetence. When the delivery already, the soldier we talked to was really happy about it, too. He even asked us to deliver this to you as thanks. I'll always tell them there's no need for that thanks to. I'll let men know this tonight, right then you save me all trouble. It's not much of a please take this. We can't possibly take this. Oh, please, there's no need to be honest about it. We've earned it. You've earned it. Anyway, I wish you luck with reminding your soldier. Fucking scam bastards. Oh, hey there, guys. I see your friends from the academy are here, too. Good to see you all. I'm Armor, this settlement's doctor of sorts. Sounds like a tough job. Fuck you, bastard. Even more so if he happens to be the only one able to fill the position. Yeah, good point there, Eustace. He makes all sorts of medicine for essentially everyone here in this settlement. We're all heavily indebted to him. Come on now, you all do far more than me than I do for you. That aside, don't hesitate to stop by again while you're staying here. I'll provide you what you're looking for. Thanks. That should be a big help. We'll be relying on you should a need arise then. Well, that should be enough for introductions. It's alright with you. Can we move on to the topic of my request now? Of course. Allow me to explain, Ben. I'm in the middle of whipping up some medicine for the horses here, you see. And I'd like you to collect the medicinal herb I need for that. Are those horses ill? Oh, no, nothing like that. It's more like a vaccine to prevent certain diseases that horses here can catch. So it's an endemic disease then. Yeah, the chances of disease spreading here are always at the highest during the summer too because of intense heat. It's dangerous enough to be fatal if we leave it alone. That's awful. You can prevent it with proper treatment, however, correct? Yes, this is why I need you to collect some epona grass for me. Just look for some plants with yellow flowers in the southern region of fucking highlands, and you shouldn't have too much of an issue finding it with guys around, at least here. Yeah, in terms of how many I need, I think 5 should do it. Let me take that down. We should make haste and we'll head out now.
Yeah.
We have the advantage.
There.
It's my turn. Oh no, you doubled the lane. Go. Rean.
Right. Leave it to me. There.
Yeah.
Here it goes. It's my turn.
Okay. Here. Oh, we should be safe now.
Oh, you got it. This is the epona grass. This is lovely. So we pull anything out. Yeah, well, careful damage. Here, allow me, bastard. Well, that's one down. Only 4 remain. We're searching it. Falco. Yeah, people are stealing from me. Shit. Yeah. He stole.
Yeah.
Damn. No way. No, there is. Uses some confidence here. And yeah, they somehow are unable to call for charge.
Yeah.
Confidence. No. Scam. What's your mom in the face? All right, looking bigger up close. So this is a stone circle we saw on the way to something yesterday. I was surprised by the size. Well, like I said yesterday, these were supposed to be placed here over 1,000 years ago. Some say this is used to be some sort of ceremonial site, but we don't know much more than that, you nasty bastards. I hate you so much, man. I can't help but wonder how they could possibly build something like this without using modern technology. I think it's since it's people and chance people.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Whoa.
wonder why you did it. Doesn't matter, you did nothing about it.
Whoa!
Not really done more about it. Yeah.
Yeah! Bring it on! Go! Go!
I've got you! Right! Oh no, you tunnel's in range! It's my turn! Gleaming go! Now!
Here! It's my turn. There! You're mine! Go! All right, there! I go where the wind takes me.
You know, that was a new Robin after that.
It's a treasure chest!
Enemy sighted! Here we go! Now's our chance!
I've got you! It's my turn! Oh no, your tunnel's in range! Now!
Go!
Yeah! Gleaming go!
All right. They're open!
I'll help! You okay?
Thanks. My turn. There!
Right!
Leave it to me. There! Now!
I'll help! Yeah! Yeah!
My turn!
Right! Yeah!
Go! There! Okay, it's safe for now.
I'm making progress!
That makes 5 bleeds. I know, guys. Let's make our way back to Thors here. We should get them back to them as soon as possible so we can help the horses. Agreed.
Yeah!
Sick.
Yeah!
Welcome back. Seems like you all made it back in one piece here. No issues here. Can I check to make sure we've collected the right thing? Sure, give it here. Yep, these are what I was looking for. Thanks a lot. You saved me the hassle of trying to get it myself. Our thing's been coming along. Our thing's coming along well in regards to making medicine. Things come along well in regards to making the medicine. Yeah, but all I need to do is set his grass now. Granted, I still need to wait until it's properly mixed in, so it'll be a while. Yeah, until it's ready. It should be done by tonight. It should be done by tonight, though, so I'll have to make sure all the horses have it then. Thank you for your hard work as always, no worries. Alright, can't you forget to give you your reward for helping out. Thank you. Much appreciated. You all deserve it. Well then, good luck with the rest of your tasks.
Yeah! Yeah!
There seems to be a treasure chest here.
Yeah!
Good spell.
Yeah!
Fucking bomb.
Yeah! Yeah!
here we are.
Yeah! Let's go meet with the Lieutenant General.
Thank you for coming, huh? Looks like you were able to rest to get a good night's rest after your long drink. Yes, thanks to your concern, sir, and thank you again for preparing those horses for this day. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule for us. No need to thank me. It was the least I could do to welcome guys back to his homeland. Thank you very much. I wouldn't have been able to enroll in the academy if not for your recommendation. I'm truly grateful. Really, it did seem like the two of you were no strangers. I could hardly imagine the circumstances that would give cause for a nomad to meet an Imperial officer. It does boggle your mind, doesn't it? But actually, I owe a great debt to guys who saved my life. Seriously. We first met around a year ago, back when I took my post here at Center Gate. Well, out on an inspection, you dancing fucking bastards. While out on an inspection of the Highlands, I found myself surrounded by a pack of wolf-like beasts. Then out of nowhere, young Gallus comes galloping in with spear in hand to pull my ass out of the fire. What a way to meet. It looks like a textbook definition of acting without speaking. No, you should be proud of yourself. There I was on the defensive, cautiously gauging my best course of action. Guys barreled into the fray all alone and fought off the lot of them. And that was a year ago, back when he was just 16. Unbelievable. That sounds just wild enough to be a true guy story. Anyway, that's how the Lieutenant General and I first became acquainted. He's the one who wrote me the recommendation allowing me to enroll in the academy. I'm sorry. I saw a lot of potential in you. Figured it'd be a shame if you were never given the chance to realize it. I'm glad to see you again, guys, as am I. Anyway, let's move along with business. Are you ready for me to explain what I'd like to do? Right when you are, sir. It was something about hunting down a dangerous monster that's been sighted around here, right? Indeed, it's a ferocious beast and a dangerous one. I've had reports coming in of people being attacked on their way across the Highlands. It does sound like the kind of problem that's best not ignored. It's possible to send an army after it. My first thought was to do that exact that. Unfortunately, it never stays in any one place too long. As such, we were initially unable to pinpoint a specific location where we could mount an operation against it. When you consider how vast the plains are, hunting a target that constantly is moving isn't an easy task. So you said initially, though, so what does that mean? Sharp thinking, Miss Middlestein. Several days ago, we managed to discover at least one of its haunts. And right as I was about to draw up plans for an operation, I was informed you'd be paying us a visit. I feared a good battle might be just the right kind of mission for your field study. We're sorry. Would you mind telling us where we find Monster? We tracked it to a basin that lies east-northwest of Zender Gate. Although it's always on the move, it appears to linger in that area during this time of day. I'd like you to head there right away and exterminate it for us. Honestly, leave everything to us. We won't let you down. Exactly, I'm counting you, Ben. The base shouldn't be too far on horseback. Take care. Understood, sir. We're looking for the base in northeast there. Let's get going, then. Any more things trying to make a move on her show to answer me first. Don't tricks that's what she's always happy whenever she buys her out. Fears you better pick on customers again. Anyway, I'm not gonna let anyone have my girl. Got it. I guess I'll make part of it. She's like, I came up with this recipe. Here you go. So here, let me share it with you. Alright, bastard. You know, fucking people try and mess with me all the time, and I'm tired of it, man. Yeah, I just got tired. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please.
Let's get started. What is this?
All right, I'll give it a try. This turned out very good. All right, I'll give it a try. This turned out very good.
Well, if I must. Would you expect anything less?
Wait a minute, I need to cook by myself as Rean.
Okay, let's give this a try. Well, how about that?
They punched his eye out. I fucking hate people like yeah. Michael Phelps, awful guy.
Let's get going. Yeah. Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
I say the monster we came looking for. Lieutenant General did say that it was slot around here at the same time and day too. Let's make sure we're fully prepared to engage it. Understood. We won't let Lieutenant General down.
This will take everything we have.
It's my turn. Yeah. Analyzing the enemy's vitals. All complete.
Leonard Quicker, an ancient fish capable of producing electricity in its body, can tar foes within a wide area.
Ha! Leave it to me.
I'll help. I can do this.
Kill my family because I'm flying.
Oh no, Lieutenant General!
Here we go. Flames gather on my path. Strike! It's my turn. There. Now.
I'll help. Okay. Full moon, shield, or crescent shell. Right. Oh no, Lieutenant General!
It's my turn. They're open.
I'll help.
Here we go.
Yeah. I can do this.
All right. There. They're open. Emma.
Leave it to me. Yeah.
Go. Go.
Okay, it's safe for now. I did it!
I'm just getting started.
I'm mad.
Right, looks like that takes care of our task. Seems so. I hope this will go some way toward paying the debt. Oh, Lieutenant General. My, how gracious you. Well, I'm happy for you. And let's return to Zender Gate and report our success to the Lieutenant General. So you're able to defeat the beast. Excellent work. I really appreciate your assistance. The winds allow us to prepare. So it seems. Here's your reward. Thanks, sir. Yeah, always great to be of service. Even had we not prevailed, the troops here would have made short work of the beast. Perhaps so, but I appreciate your assistance nonetheless. Even against a monster, I'd rather avoid deploying soldiers. Mobilized troops tends to alarm people. Sure, we may have been able to defeat it, but this was all their alpha for officer. Actually, that does make sense. It really does seem like a skill here. I'd heard of one of Zex and the Vanished School Source and shit, but yeah, it's not hard to tell why he's such a celebrated military leader. Back when I first met him, he really changed my perspective on everyone in the military. Fuck you, bastard. You're a disgusting fucker. I can see why now. I'm just kidding, guys. Regardless, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'm sure your field study here will be an invaluable experience and hopefully a memorable one as well. I wish you best with all your remaining tasks. Thank you, sir. We'll do our best. Yeah, if you'll excuse us then. I think it's over.
Right.
Guess we gotta go back. My mind's decided getting really fucked up right now, yo. Alright, hard for this one, guys. Once again, 3 out. Peace with you, gentlemen. There, bye.